Hello everyone, how are you doing today? This is my first video after the Ramadan and it's been a long holidays, 5 days holidays. I have enjoyed my life in here, uh, in a rugged society, in a rugged place actually. I don't know how could I have to describe you in this everything. And today I'm going to talk about quickly two issues, about the two issues. First thing is, yesterday I got to know in Paris about the BRICS summit, and also French ambassador, French Chinese ambassador into France. He made some rugged statement about the Russian war in Ukraine, and uh, also before 1991, all about the perestroika. Before the perestroika in Slobodan Milosevic and uh, in Yugoslavia, and also in Ronald Reagan time, before the perestroika comes in 1990 and 1991, and before the German wall fallen, and German being into united in 1990. Before that, the Russian Federation, now it's Russian Federation, and before the Soviet Union time, Crimea, and also Ukraine, and 14 other nations, 14 other countries belongs to Soviet Union. But after the perestroika comes and fallen down the regime of the 1991 in the Soviet Union, there are 14 countries, 14 nations has been considered as a sovereign nations. But but China, you know about the China, now it's gaining the world superpower. It's trying to gain the world superpower, and because of that issue, uh, Chinese ambassador into the French territory, into France, he said that they are no longer considering Ukraine as a sovereign nation, right? This is a kind of a critical statement he has been made, and actually, uh, Mr. Zelensky, as well as other nations like before the Soviet Union nations strongly criticized the reacted to that, against that, and also you know uh, some like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, that kind of those countries, and those countries also, those presidents also reacted, and China very fastly reacted to that. And Chinese foreign minister, he says, we will not consider those countries as former post Soviet Union nations, but we will respect. China was the first country at that time in 1991 August, once the Soviet Union collapsed. China was the first among the first countries who has considered this as a generally and sovereign nations, all those 14 countries, right? So this is kind of a embarrassing thing to the world, and West has been reacted. In the geopolitics, it's like a Game of Thrones, right? Time to time, these things are coming out, and in our society, in India and Sri Lanka and those countries, one party or one political group, they said, "Oh, we are the winners," and other party says, "We are the winners." Uh, those kind of those kind of words, those kind of hash words, those kind of hash things. Everyone can say the words. Words are the words. But the problem is, once the words become into the action, right? This is the most important thing, right? And also, this is the latest news at the moment. And we all talk about the BRICS summit. What happened to the BRICS summit? BRICS summit is now almost 19 nations, including India, Iran, Brazil, Argentina, as well as China and Russia uh, has been united with each other, and going to they are going to kind of a, you can say it's a kind of a monopolization against the US dollar and dollar monopoly. But I do not know how far it will successful because of the BRICS summits. It's not new to the world, you know already about the BRICS. BRICS has been installing into the world in 1998 and 1997, those days, when the Kosovo war happens, when the Iraq war happens, 1991, after soon after Soviet Union collapse, when the Mr. Vladimir Putin, the dictator, ultimate dictator, has come up to the power. At that time, before he come to the power, also this has been installed and this has been in placed, right? So Russia made the new trade rules, and Russia was gaining very good, and Russia become rich after sanctions happened, and also oligarchs. All the oligarchs and entrepreneurships has been cancelled and has been banned in Russia. But undergroundly, Russia doing the business by yuan and also by Russian ruble. It's been a stronger. And before, only 85 billionaires in the Forbes list and the CNN financial reports. Before they have research, before the world, this war happens, only 85%, 85 billionaires among Russians billionaires has been registered into the Forbes magazine, as per the Forbes research magazine. But end of this year, now remember, almost the 1 year has finished into the Ukrainian war. But now more than 189 Russian billionaires are uprised with the sanctions. With these sanctions, remember, with these sanctions, because this is a very very high issue. America has fallen. Its geopolitics status of the geopolitics. It has fallen its military, and also America has fallen the missile rates, hypersonic missile rates against China and Russia. It is far behind. Russia has been taken over, China has been taken over, and other countries has been taken over. So what is happening? What is the place of in geopolitics status in US? This is we have in front of us. We have a very very big question where we are heading into. But I would say into smaller countries like us, like India, like Sri Lanka, like Iran, and like Pakistan, somehow and somewhat it will be a good thing. It could be a good thing. Why? You know why I'm saying like this? Because the dollar monopolization of the US dollar has been reduced and has been shrinking and has been switched off. So this is kind of a good issue, good impact, be good future impact into countries like Sri Lanka and India, because India is becoming the world fastest growing economy, among the world's fastest growing economy. But there are two issues into India. Number one is the Kashmir issue. Number two is Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh. India has fighting, and very recently Indian foreign minister, he is minister of foreign minister, he not a foreign minister, minister of interior affairs, he visited that area, and China claimed that area as its own territory, which belongs to India. Look at the Chinese strategies. But there is something I have to tell you. Narendra Modi's government has been failed in place. Only the 8,500 military personnel in place throughout the border in Sikkim, throughout the border in Arunachal Pradesh. These number of soldiers are not enough, not insufficient. He has to do more things. He should stronger his military alliances. I don't know what kind of plan he has. This is all about the geopolitics, and we have to wait and see what will happen in the future. This is only we have to talk. At the moment, we cannot expect more from anyone, because at the moment, this era is a very difficult era. Believe me, this is a very difficult era we are going to pass through. So we have to wait and see. Let me update you in another quick video in next time. Horios, and thank you for watching my videos, and make a like and make a comment and make a subscribe if you need anything. just make a comment, and if you need, subscribe more, and if you need anything to talk about this topic, let me know. My email address is below. I have already mentioned, and I'm willing to accept that any proposals and any comments, and whether it's good or bad, I'm going to talk about that issue, especially in geopolitics, religious issues, cultural issues, as well as financial issues, and also, you know, always I love the history. I'm a history person. Always I live in the past, right? But I don't think so. It's living in the past is a good thing always, right? But by the motivation, by of course, by motivation of myself, I am not a procrastination person right now, and I'm not an overthinker right now, and I'm pretty okay. And let me update you about the entrepreneur skills and coaching skills and agile skills. A couple of videos in the near future, in next month, and in the coming months. Okay, take care. Bye bye. Salam alaikum, and God bless you all. Take care.